Good evening, friends. This is Pastor David Lankford. I'd like to come to you for just a few minutes today, and I want to talk to you about time. I did a video some time ago entitled Time Disposal. It was about Donald Trump, the train wreck in Virginia, and what is happening right now under this administration. I don't want to talk about that today. I want to talk about time and you as a person. The psalmist David said in Psalms 31, verse 15, "Lord, my times are in your hand." What time is it right now? Overlook, review your life where you are right now and you're standing with Christ. Is it a good time? Is it a sad time? It is a time of remorse. Is it a time of suffering? Is it a time of pain and one of heartache? If it is, that's God allowing that particular time to be in your life. Life sometimes is arduous. Life is sometimes difficult. But no matter where you find your life, up or down, in or out, all of your time is in the hand of God. Everything that you are going through right now is not by mere coincidence, by mere chance or happenstance. God is allowing you to go through what you're going through. Now we're going to see persecution increase here in the last days. Why is persecution going to arise? Because that's how God weeds out those who say, "Oh, I'm a devout Christian," or those who just profess God with their mouth and with their lips, but their hearts are far from Him. You see, when the persecution comes, that is a heated confrontation, heated adversity against you personally. 2 Timothy 3:12, "Yea, and all that will live godly in Christ Jesus shall suffer persecution." The greater you live a godly life, the greater the persecution. Satan seeks to persecute every one of us in some way, some form, some fashion. If you're in a time and a place and a state of persecution, that, my friend, is God's time for your life. You see, not every time can be a time of blessing, rejoicing, elation. No, there are times in our life that we are down, maybe beleaguered, maybe bewildered, maybe discouraged. But no matter what time it might be, it is still God's time in your life. David said in Psalms 56, verse 3, "What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." So David says there were times in his life that he had fear, anxiety, trepidation, you might say even horror, because Satan is always contemplating against the child of God to bring us down. Satan is always weaving a web, plotting some kind of evil, distorted plan against your life, against your marriage, your home, your family. But whatever time it is, God is allowing that time in your life. No matter where you might find yourself, no matter how difficult your life might be right now, you have to trust God. You have to believe God. You must keep your focus on the Lord. Because David says, "Even what time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." There's also a time of rest. Matthew 11:28, Jesus said, "Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon ye, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and you shall find rest unto your souls, for my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." There's a time of rest. Some of you need to be encouraged today. That time of rest, that time of peace is right around the corner. You'll find solace, you'll find placidity, you'll find comfort in the coming days. God will not suffer you to be tempted above that you are able. In other words, He will not allow you to have to stand against more than you can withstand. But He'll keep you in spite of that. Let me encourage you today, no matter what time it might be in your life, God is with you. God is with you all the time, because He said in Matthew 28, verse 20, "Lo, I'm with you always, even unto the end of the world," or the end of this age. The end of this age is soon coming. But until the end of this age, as we know it, Christ will be with you all the time. So look up, lift up your heads, because the Lord is with you. He will comfort you. He will lift up your head because He loves you. Psalms 3:3, "But Thou, O Lord, art a shield for me, and my glory, and the lifter up of mine head." Christ is like a father figure. He'll put His finger at the bottom of your chin, and He'll raise your head up and say, "Look up to me. Look up to me." Psalms 121, "I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from which cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord, who made heaven and earth, and He will never suffer the righteous to be moved." Oh, you may be tempted, tested, and tried, but God said He would never suffer you, allow or tolerate you to be moved from your steadfastness. God bless you. Thank you for your love and support. Thank you for your words of encouragement. Thank you for every gift, every offering, every element of tithe, however you bless this ministry. And I pray that you do bless us. And I pray that we reciprocate in being a blessing to you. Thank you for your love, your prayers, and your faithful support. Until next time, I pray that God will forever order your steps in His most holy word.
The Voice of Evangelism with David Lankford is brought to you by the faithful listeners and supporters throughout America. If you're looking for an uncompromising message, we invite you to tune in each week to the Voice of Evangelism. For more information, write to the Voice of Evangelism at P.O. Box 502, Kaiser, North Carolina 28020. That's P.O. Box 502, Kaiser, North Carolina 28020.